kids. My name is Coach David Lee, Southern Lee High School. This is Thomas Harrington, one of our seniors. We're going to be showing you guys some things about grip on the baseball when you're throwing, long toss when you're throwing, and then some fundamentals about fielding ground balls and some hitting. So we hope you get a lot out of this during this time and can learn some things that can help your game. All right? When Thomas is going to throw, he's going to try to, when he's long tossing, grip the ball across 4 seams. It's going to give him a little bit more control because he's going to have 4 seams pulling and his 2 fingers controlling the ball, all right? So when he's long tossing, he's going to have 4 seams pushing against the ball, all right, when he's throwing with his partner. He wants to make sure that when he's throwing, that when he receives the ball, he points his shoulder towards the guy he's throwing with, he moves both feet, and he makes his throw. It's important that he has his elbow above his shoulder as much as he can when he makes his throw. All right? And he's not long tossing from down on the side like he might be when he's making a shortstop throw. When he long tosses, he wants his elbow above his shoulder. All right? Now, for some dads who might be watching, they might be worried about, is this Thomas's natural arm slot? Okay? Unless he changed it from the time he was 5 or 6 years old, how Thomas throws when he's long tossing, all right, that's his natural arm slot. So as long as he's throwing naturally, then he's in good shape. But as long as he's got his fingers, all right, on these 4 seams while he's long tossing, and he's got his fingers above the ball, all right, not his fingers back here, but his fingers above the ball, then he's in great shape, all right? A few certain principles that you just got to pay attention to. He's pointing his shoulder at his target like a quarterback. He's moving both feet, all right? And he's got his fingers on top of the ball and his elbow up, all right? So when he's long tossing, that's some of the things he needs to concentrate on, and kids as well, all right? When you're long tossing with your partner, try to strengthen your. We're going to move on over to the infield and do some ground ball technique. All right, right now we're going to be talking about ground balls, all right? How to catch ground balls, proper technique, okay? We're going to use, or Thomas should be using, what is known in baseball circles as the baseball muscles, okay? All right, these big muscles right here, his quads, hamstrings, his backside, those are the big muscles in your body. Those are your baseball muscles. So when he's in his stance, he wants to stay on the balls of his feet, and he wants to let his big muscles take over, all right? He's not bent over. He's in a good stance right here. He could be getting ready to make a tackle. He could be playing defense in basketball. So he's in a good athletic stance, all right? Now, when he's approaching the ball and the pitcher's in his windup, about to release the ball to the hitter, he wants to kind of have his feet moving a little bit, as he'll show you, and he's going to approach with his, all right, a little bit of a stagger step right there. He's going to touch with his, what would be for him a right-hander, his right foot, then his left foot, and then he's in his stance. Show him again, Thomas. Pitcher's winding up. He's going to be, all right, his feet are a little bit staggered, not straight ahead, but a little bit staggered. So now when he catches the ball, he can move directly into his throwing position, okay? And you'll notice too that his glove is not directly in front of his body. His glove hand hangs a little bit slightly to his right side, to his left side. There's no way that this is a natural way to have your glove right up underneath your body. So his glove is a little bit staggered, so that means his feet are a little bit staggered. So now when he catches the ball with 2 hands, he's automatically in a throwing position just like he was when we talked about long toss, and he's ready to throw the ball, okay? We're going to get him a few ground balls and let you watch him make some throws at first so you can kind of see it all working together. We'll put this stuff out on the ground. All right, here he is. Pitcher's in the windup. Pitcher's in the windup. Pitcher's in the windup. Do these these for. Two hands. Notice too that Thomas, when he catches the ball, is going to take two good shuffle steps towards his target. I might have got in the way on that one. But that kind of helps him get his feet set. So again, kind of like a quarterback, he's moving up towards the receiver. All Thomas is doing is moving his feet towards the base he's throwing to, okay? Two more and then we'll move on to a backhand. Let's do some backhands. All right, I'm going to set these balls up just for demonstration purposes. And Thomas is going to demonstrate the proper footwork when he's trying to backhand a baseball, okay? It's important that he, as a player, he's going to use a backhand, all right? That doesn't mean he's going to turn his back to the plate to field the ground ball. He's going to try to put his cup that he should be wearing for protection behind the baseball and field it this way, all right? He doesn't want to bring his glove leg along to the side too much because now it's cutting it off and he can't see the ball, he can't see the hitter, all right? He wants to use his backhand, put his cup or his belt buckle, might be an easier way for you to understand it. He wants to put that behind the ball and use a backhand. All right, he's gonna field these three balls right here that are kind of stationary to show you what it should look like, and then we're gonna roll him a couple. All right, go. Picking it up. All right. He's gonna put his belt buckle behind the ball. Go. Picking it up, shuffles his feet. Go. He's gonna put his belt buckle behind the ball, picking it up, shuffles his feet. All right, we're gonna do something live right here. Shuffles his feet, throws on the way. Shuffles his feet, throws on the way. Shuffles his feet. He's always got his belt buckle and his chest behind the ball. All right, now we'll do some balls to his glove side. He's in his stance. Let's say he's playing shortstop and the ball's hit over here to his glove side. Unless it's a ball hit so hard that he has to dive and extend himself for it, like, you know, like this, he wants to always try to be catching the ball with his face and his glove behind the ball. So even though it's going to be going to his glove side, he doesn't want to catch it like this. He wants to do his best to catch it this way so he can move his feet and be in position to throw. This is a little bit easier to demonstrate. Thomas is pretty good at it. We're going to roll him some to his glove side. He's going to catch it and then move his feet quickly and be in position to throw. All right, hey guys, a big part of our game at Southern Lee is bunting, moving guys over, and also bunting for hits, which Thomas was pretty good at, along with some of his other teammates. When we put a play on, for example, a sacrifice bunt, he's going to start with his regular batting stance, all right, to not give the defense any idea that we're going to bunt. Now, if he wants to, we're just using these right here as a batter's box. If he wants to on a sacrifice bunt, it's not against the rules for him to move up into the box a little bit. If Thomas is comfortable doing that. Some guys are, some guys aren't. But when he gets into his bunting stance, he's got to make sure that the bat is in front of home plate. So now if he contacts the ball, he's got a great chance of putting the ball into play in the infield. If his bat is behind home plate or he's got his arms too close to his body, this ball's going to hit the plate, and it's a fair ball if the ball hits the plate. A lot of guys who don't know that rule, they'll bunt it, the ball pops straight up, catcher comes out, tags him, and he's out. So his bat has got to be in front of the plate in fair territory, okay? Now in this stance he's in right here, he's got the knob close to him. He's set an angle to put this ball to the left side of the infield. If he wants to bunt the ball towards the first baseman, he's going to set the knob pointing towards the left field foul pole. Now this angle is set to go towards the right side. All right, so he gets in his stance early. If it's a sacrifice bunt, he sets the angle, which he controls with the knob of his bat, and waits for a strike. You got to bunt a strike just like you got to hit a strike, okay? So we're going to toss a couple in here to him, and he's going to demonstrate. Good bunt to the left side. Good bunt to the right side. If you can bunt to both sides of the field, then you just have an extra weapon in your arsenal. A little bit of a high pitch, my fault. Awesome. All right, he's going to bunt for a hit. And when he's bunting for a hit, he can bunt to either side of the infield. If he's more comfortable bunting down the third base line, no problem. But he wants to give this away at the very last second so the third baseman doesn't charge in on him. He's in his batting stance, all right? And again, if he wants to, if you feel comfortable doing this, when the ball's on the way to the plate, he can take this back foot, move it up, and when he bunts, he's already in a running position. It's a pretty advanced technique. You don't have to if you don't want to. But when he's in his batting stance, when he bunts for a hit, the main thing he's going to do is slide this hand up and just take the barrel of the bat straight down. Look at that angle he's created. All right, with his speed, he'll be standing on first with a halfway decent bunt. All right, so bunt for a hit down the third base line. He's going to demonstrate a couple. Foul ball. That's all right, though. He can battle for another time. Perfect bunt. That's a base hit. One more like that. That's perfect. We're going to throw Thomas a few and demonstrate some hitting techniques, okay? One of the main ones, especially for young kids, okay, is just trying to keep his hands above the ball. Now, that doesn't mean he's going to swing straight down like he's chopping wood. It just means that he wants to try to maintain leverage. If my hand is the ball right here, he wants to try to maintain leverage, all right, with his hands above the ball. That means he's got his back hip, all right, his core, all right, and his hands all using leverage to take the bat through the ball, okay? Now, he's bigger and stronger than maybe some little kids might be, so he can use his hands to take the bat to the ball. A lot of young kids, they have to use shoulders, and their arms get extended way out here, and that moves their head, which means it moves their eyes. So when you get older and stronger, all right, you can use more of your hands to move the ball. My recommendation for young players is to get a light bat that's not too heavy for you, okay? Even as a high school player, use a lighter bat because you can swing it quicker, more correctly. Some kids try to use too big of a bat because they want to try to hit a home run. Home runs will come when you get older and stronger, but Thomas is going to demonstrate a few swings. At our practices, we just try to focus on hitting the ball right back through the middle of the infield, all right, and hitting the line drives. He's going to demonstrate a couple.